Sometimes solving thousands of questions does more harm than good. It can give you a false sense of security, masking flaws during your preparation that eventually show up on the exam. Jim experienced the same when he scored 700 in his first attempt with a perfect Q51 but with a mediocre V34. The verbal score was especially surprising since Jim had solved thousands of questions. While it was clear that Jim needed to improve on GMAT verbal, the challenge was to identify where such improvement will come from, especially given the fact that Jim just had 20 days to prepare. Sharang, e-GMAT strategy expert, analyzed Jim's ESR in conjunction with his Scholaranim stats. After analyzing Jim's ESR, Sharang concluded that most of the improvement in verbal would need to come from sentence correction and critical reasoning, the two subsections that still had significant scope for improvement. Therefore, the initial problem statements were: Jim needed to improve ability in critical reasoning from 39 percentile to 90 percentile, and Jim needed to improve ability in sentence correction from 63 percentile to 90 percentile. Probing further by analyzing Jim's sentence correction stats in Scholaranim, Sharang concluded that Jim knew most of the concepts in sentence correction and that he could easily solve medium questions but struggled in hard questions that focused on meaning. Hence, it was clear that Jim had not internalized e-GMAT's meaning-based approach. Sharang recommended Jim to revise all the application files and practice files in the main course, paying particular attention to how errors are extracted based on intended meaning. Sharang then designed specific practice quizzes in Scholaranim, ensuring that the meaning-based approach became second nature to Jim. Scholaranim's data clearly showed that while Jim excelled in inference, he struggled to apply pre-thinking in argument-based questions such as those in assumptions, strengthen, weaken, etc. He often chose answer choices that sounded right to him. Jim's correction plan involved revising all the pre-thinking files in assumption module. This was done to ensure that he is able to pre-think regardless of whether the argument compared two entities or two segments belonging to an entity. Doing strategic review of already attempted medium and hard questions. This was done to ensure that he does not choose out-of-scope answer choices. Solving specially designed custom quizzes that evaluated his ability to stay within the scope of the argument. Within 20 days, Jim was able to improve his CR ability from 39th percentile to 94th percentile. Similarly, his SC ability also improved from 63rd percentile to 94th percentile. These improvements helped Jim improve his verbal score to V42, helping him score 770. This GMAT score in turn helped him secure admits from two M7 schools, Columbia and Booth, and Jim is currently building his dream career at